Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 61. Set to kick off.
No more distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Arnold. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Arnold. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Huntley to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now again, right side. It's Arnold, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone because the
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Arnold, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First and 10 at the 43.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They run the counter. It's Arnold, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off the play fake, Huntley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Steelers nothing.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a run with Geis. And he stopped immediately there.
Geis, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Flushed out right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now. than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the gun, Huntley. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Huntley's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Steeler first down.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He's going to try and do this himself. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on
From 13 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Steelers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47. Gain of 5, good enough for the first.
Had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, Steelers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 26, check 26. It's a safety crew.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
4. And it's third down.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
49-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Arnold. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Arnold. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to throw right side here, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
31.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Arnold. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the...
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Good. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face